Hi new people! I feel like there's a lot of eyes on me. There has been quite a jump in my subscribers in the past couple of days, and I'm like overwhelmed and awed and you know what I'm saying? So I figured, okay, what am I gonna do for my next video, because there's all these new people and I don't want to let you down. So we are going to do the 50 random facts about moi. That's pretty much all the intro you need. So if you're curious, stick around. Let's get into this, shall we? I'm 5'8". I am also a lefty. I cannot twirl my tongue. Like, you know, I can't even do it, so I can't show you. I have a hitchhiker thumb, and if you don't know what that is, if you're squirmish, look away! But this is a hitchhiker thumb. Like, normally people's thumbs do this kind of thing, but I can, and I think both thumbs do it. Weird. Totally freaks my husband out when I do that. He's a little squirmish around thumbs. I don't know. I also happen to think that genetics are very cool, which by the first 3 points, you'd probably get that hint. I just think it's fascinating that things can be passed down genetically, and that I have a hitchhiker thumb because somewhere along the line, somebody had a dominant gene, and I think that is just like the coolest. Nerd alert. I was a flight attendant. I believe that we all have these inner soundtracks, like these songs that we play over and over. Feel good. I knew that I would now. Ooh, I feel nice, like sugar and spice. To the point where I used to sing that to my sister, and now my daughter, and we like boogie when I sing it. I wish I could sing. Is that obvious? I am a side sleeper. I have a superhero talent. I have two, actually. And the first is that I can spot haircuts. Like, even the most insignificant of trims, I generally can spot it if I see you regularly enough. And the other one is that if you're pregnant, I'm going to know. I don't believe in coincidence. I think that things happen for a reason, and that you encounter people for reasons, or things happen or whatever, but it's all part of the plan. I adore my grandparents. I love old school charm. I love being treated like a lady. I like it when, you know, they order the wine if you're out for dinner, or they open doors. Like, I just love it. I absolutely freaking love to dance. I'm a Taurus, and I also believe in astrology. Don't judge. Don't be a hater. I was on a TV show as a young teenager. I was a special extra. I don't know why it was special, but I think it's just because I was a cheerleader on a show called Big Wolf on Campus. I am a total closet couch potato. Like, I could sit on the couch and watch TV all freaking day. I love Cinnamon Toast Crunch cereal. I get lightheaded if I see a pregnant woman with an Audi. Like, even thinking about it, I get a little bit squeamish. I do not smoke. I am a firm believer of like non-smoking ways, and it really pisses me off when people are like social smokers. What the hell does that even mean? You're not even addicted, but you're gonna smoke? Have some willpower, for God's sakes. I was obsessed with those milk ads. Do you remember those milk ads in the magazines where you had like the mustache, the milk mustache? I just love them, and I used to like cut them perfectly out of the magazine and put them on my wall, and I had like an entire wall covered of milk ads. It's weird. My favorite word is pamplemousse. It is a French word. It means grapefruit, and it's like everything about that word I like. Like mousse, I just love mousse, like light whipped flavored things. I think the color of grapefruit is like beautiful, that bright pink, that orange. I love the taste of grapefruit. If I'm in a spa and there is like a scented oil and it has grapefruit or something, I'm all over that. I have a dog, not in Malaysia, but living in Canada, and his name is Wally, and he is a Cairn Terrier, so think Toto from The Wizard of Oz, but he is like sandy colored. I am addicted to Heyday. You might already know that. Just thought I would throw that in there. My very first job was working as a teacher's assistant for my ballet class. I hate, like, I don't use that word lightly, hate rodents. Guinea pigs, hamsters, oh, I can't even like say the word. Freaking gerbils. Oh, rats? No. I once passed out on a bus. I despise it when you're swimming in a lake and like the seaweed is like touching your legs or your feet or something. That's how old I am. When I was little, when I had dreams of what I wanted to be when I grew up, I always wanted to be a doctor who traveled with the company Doctors Without Borders. I don't mind being alone. I consider myself a lone wolf. I prefer to text you rather than talk to you on the phone. I'm embarrassed to actually admit this next one, but I do this weird thing when I'm out in public, like in the evening. So we're talking like child-free. Generally, there's some sort of alcohol involved. I'm not a heavy drinker, but casual social drinking. I have a potty mouth. Like, I start cussing like a sailor. Like, I drop F-bombs. I don't know why. I love Persian food. If you were to ask me, and forgive me if I'm not saying this correct, because maybe it's not Persian food. I don't know, but I'll tell you what kind of food I love. I love shish taouk, which is like this delicious chicken. I love tabbouleh, which is a parsley salad. I love that garlic sauce that comes with it. Like, I freaking love it. I love to eat, which probably you got from my previous point. I love to eat. I don't necessarily love to cook. I see cooking as almost like kind of like a chore, but I do love the end result, so I do it. Do you know what I mean? I lost my 2 front teeth. It might have been my 4 front teeth, like the 2 top and the 2 bottom, by falling off a bed when I was really little. Which you'd think, how the hell did you do that? I had like this cute little cotton jammy thing on, but I had my arms tucked in. Kids are weird. So I had my arms in, and I like fell off the bed and basically broke the fall with my face. So that sucked. Green eyes. Green like grass, green eyeballs. I love doing yoga. I haven't done yoga, like a formal class, in a while, but I love it. I particularly love inversions. I love the way they look in pictures. I think it's beautiful, and I frequently do handstands. I just think it's invigorating, so I do them regularly now, like up against that wall, so I like it. I get really nervous when I have to try something new, like I have never tried before. Like I try to talk myself out of it. I try to convince myself that I shouldn't be doing it, that it's going to be terrible and all these dramatic things. Like, we're talking, this goes back ages. You could, like, my dad even says, like, when I was in kindergarten, I was stressed out about going to grade 1, and he was like, honey, you'll be ready for it when you get to the end of kindergarten. And you always are. But I was always so nervous for, like, the next step. I have a really good memory. My current girl crush is Iggy Azalea, and she is this hip-hop artist from Australia. I just freaking love her, especially her song, Work. I know all the lyrics to that. I would bust out, but I'll embarrass myself, so I won't. Go back to that point about me being a really great singer. Yeah. I don't know if I like relate to the lyrics, but I just freaking love her. She's badass and she's beautiful. She's like the whole package. Bam. Loyalty is the most important thing to me. It's my husband's age. It's not really about me, but I might have a thing for older men. I love to laugh. Like, big old belly laugh. It's like my favorite thing of life. I love watching like stand-up shows. My favorite, probably the one that makes me laugh the most, is Ricky Gervais. He's this British comedian, and short story, he has these podcasts that he does with his 2 friends. I can't remember what they're called, but this was like a few years ago, and I was like, I don't know what a podcast is like or whatever. So I downloaded it and I had it on my iPad, on my phone or whatever, and I was bike riding. I had to stop, pull over. I was by myself. I was laughing so hard, like by myself in this public park. People were like looking at me like she is nuts. And I didn't even care because it was like the best feeling ever. When I was in Bali, like 5 weeks pregnant, I had got really bad food poisoning. They call it Bali belly. And I ended up like, I won't get into it because it's just, I do not wish food poisoning on my worst enemy, but I got it really bad, and I ended up passing out in the bathroom, smashing my head against the bathroom door, and splitting my lip in half, like really badly. I was so weak that I couldn't leave the hotel, so they had to call in a doctor, and this doctor came in and actually like stitched my lip up in the hotel room in the bed. It didn't hurt or anything because they like gave me some injection. I looked like a battered wife. My nose was black. I had this giant lip. I couldn't smile for like days. I talked like this because I was scared I was going to rip it again. It was horrendous. But all of that to say, I have this big scar in the inside of my lip, and every now and then it like flares up. I think your lip is it's full of blood vessels and things, so it can get, irritated. I don't know. So a lot of times people are like, do you bite your lip? I'm like, no. But yeah, my lip is slightly uneven. I'm sad about that. I don't know why. When I was 14, I had done a few modeling gigs because I was like skinny like a rail and 14. So that was fun. However, this boy I was dating at the time had gone skiing for the day and discovered I had a billboard on a local mountain in Montreal. I think it was like in the Laurentians, or I don't know, I'm making that up. So I actually had a billboard that I never got paid for, and that sucks, but it's still kind of cool. I consider myself an optimist. My dream weekend would be by myself I love people, but okay, at this particular point in my life, I'm a little tired and I'm a little tapped out. So I would like, okay, dream weekend. Transport me to a cool climate place. In my mind, a place I've been, I'm thinking Tofino in British Columbia. It's like beautiful and oh my God, it's like just everything is so good about it. If you've ever been, you can surf there. It's awesome. I'm not good at surfing, but I tried it. So anyways, I'll be in Tofino. It's going to be like maybe early summer where it's still a bit cool, or like fall. So you've got like, it could rain and it'll be all like lovely outside, but you don't feel bad like if you don't go out because you're not missing out on the awesome weather or anything. I want a giant duvet. I want a stack of movies. I want like room service on speed dial, and I want a hotel spa, and I basically just want to sleep, watch movies, eat, and then go to the spa and sleep, repeat, watch movies. That is my dream. I love cool climates. I love cool weather. I love going for walks in the forest on a cool day. It doesn't need to be overly sunny. It could be a little overcast, but that sound of the crunch beneath your feet and that smell of like the beautiful trees and the nature, and like, I just love it. With my dog, oh, I could just get weepy. That is just like heaven to me. So those are some random facts about yours truly. I hope you learned a little bit about me and you know me a little bit better now. So yes, thank you once again for sticking around, to all my like legacy subscribers. I really appreciate it. And of course to all you newbies, hi and welcome. Thanks so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!